welcome. Today we'll be talking about British 737-8 MAX. Very controversial aircraft in reality and in simulator as well. If you don't know the story behind the 737-8 MAX, then I'm not going to tell you right now because I'm not a specialist about in any kind of it. So I'll leave a link in the description to a very good video about the controversy of this aircraft. Okay, so this plane is actually as well controversial in Microsoft Flight Simulator because it came out and it's quite bad. So I was gonna show you everything that is included in the plane, and it's gonna be alright. The cockpit, probably the place where you're gonna spend probably like 100% of the flights all the time. Looks bad, actually. Looks very bad. Everything here is okay. Let's say it's okay. That's like, I don't really like the texturing, especially because if you take a closer look, you'll see that it is chromatic as it would be in real life. However, it wouldn't have this shiny effect thing, you know. Alright, I think we can start the aircraft. Of course, the realism is like a none. You'll get literally gonna have no realism in this aircraft because it has few things that are actually realistic, but yeah. Okay, so before you even started, the supply battery to auto, and you cannot even turn on the batteries. You can make sure that the emergency lights are armed, and you can enable ground power, and you'll have like everything. Also, the panel brightness controls the light, not the dome light button, which is bad. Okay, let's turn on the batteries or something, I don't know. Let's switch this. It will maybe work. Now, what we can do, let's turn on the hydraulic pumps, let's turn on the heating, all the fans, those should be also on. Wing anti-ice, and we're gonna turn on the APU in a second. So let's just turn on the APU. We need to turn on the fuel pumps before we do so. Logo and navigation lights. And let's start the APU. And now we have to wait. So let's have a look at those PFD and navigational display. You can touch them, which is quite unusual. That's I'll take it. Also, you cannot really touch that thing. You'll have elapsed time of arrival after like filling out the flight plan. FMC, well, quite bad. Like also quite simple. It's okay. And I kinda like it. If you go into plan, you'll be able to scroll. Or won't you? No, you're not gonna be able to scroll. You can set the departures and all the necessary stuff here. So that's what we really care about, actually. Okay, let's go back to map. And let's just start applying already, because I can't really wait. So let's fasten the seatbelts. Oh, and you cannot turn off the ground power before you turn on the engines, which is quite unrealistic. And you'll have alarms because you're sitting on a parking brake, but you are not moving. And this is not how it's supposed to work. Let's turn on the APU bleed. So it is running. Also select the APU generator just in a minute. Let's make sure that something is inoperative. Comms inoperative, info inoperative, system, fuel, hydraulics, gear, flight controls as well inoperative. Oh my goodness, ain't going well for the aircraft. I can tell that the yoke is moving. And the APU is on, up and running. Or at least I think it is. But I think, yeah, probably it is running. No. Okay, let's just start the engines at this point. Let's turn everything on. Everything here is running. Let's see if it's going to work. If you press brakes, a parking brake should be released. And this is not the case. It is not going to work here. So you can just use a shortcut. Well, we'll have to wait for the generators to turn themselves on. And what are my thoughts? Well, plane is nice, looks good. However, the interior and lots of systems are quite bad. Also, if you take a look at the UHD display, you'll see that for some reason it looks exactly like the 787. This is of course not anything that will stand against the PMDG's 737. However, it is just nice to have such a thing, you know. Okay, let's switch into those generators so we can turn on the APU and the ground power as well. So now let's just push back in a very dangerous way, which shouldn't be approved. But somehow it is. We are reversing in a 737. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me what are your thoughts about this aircraft. And I will basically see you very soon. Goodbye.